Paradise Island.
Before we go any further, I want Sam to come up here and say what he said. Now, come on.
What did you say, boy?
Come on, Sam. What was that you said while that music?
Ooka, ooka, ooka.
Ooka, wooka, wooka.
In other words, that means keep it going.
Keep it going. Listen, I thought for a minute Sam was going to climb a coconut tree there.
Did you? Did you hear this miniature Godfrey we got here with his fiddle up here?
Yeah.
Whamming on it, making like the ukulele?
Ukulele.
Yeah. Ukulele.
Ukulele.
Used to have an old boy work for me, Louis, a long time ago. Don used to play about 10 years ago. Don would play what was that? The Hawaiian war chant? Yeah. He'd jump up to the mic and ooka, 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 ooka. That's all he'd say, ooka, 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 ooka. Like he thought he was a Model T or something, huh?
You sound like one trying to crank up.
Yeah, he'd say, ooga, 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 ooga. Well, enough for the foolishness. It's hymn time, friends, on our show now. A couple of the boys gathering around, Don and Sid, going to join me on this one. There's a fine one. When the fire comes down from heaven. Way back in the days of no water covered all this land. Then the great rainbow of promise started us on life again. And the good book tells of fire that will fill the earth someday. Then the sinful will be screaming as this earth shall pass away. When the fire comes down from heaven, this old world will melt away. Millions then will cry for mercy, but it will be too late to pray. Oh, this world is at a tremble and it's rocking to and fro. You can read it in the papers, hear it on the radio. In the movies they are showing towns and cities how they blaze. But there's hotter fire a-coming if we follow sin's highway. When the fire comes down from heaven, this old world will melt away. Millions then will cry for mercy, but it will be too late to pray. Texas City, oh how awful was her fate. First she burned and then exploded, now the story we'll relate of the wine cough in Atlanta, how she burned right to the ground. Of the great fire in Chicago and the dead lay all around. But when the fire comes down from heaven, this old world will melt away. Million sins will cry for mercy, but it will be too late to pray.
Thank you, boys. Well, to Mother's Best, that's the flour, ladies, for the most delicious biscuits your family ever tasted. That's right, the cakes, biscuits, bread, and pastries that you make with Mother's Best are extra fine, extra delicious every time. Mother's Best is finest quality flour, milled for finest baking results. Every sack contains family-tested recipes, too, and a valuable coupon for your complete set of lovely Roseanne silverware. Get Mother's Best enriched flour, plain or self-rising, today.
Just gotta have that gal around. Her biscuits are the best in town. Her pies and cakes beat all the rest, 'cause she breaks them all with Mother's Best.
That's it, boys. And don't forget, ladies, if your grocer doesn't have Mother's Best, tell him to call C.B. Ragland Company if he trades in the Nashville trading area, and they'll be glad to send him all the Mother's Best flour that he wants. And believe me, he'll want a lot of it as soon as you folks get trying it. That's all you got to do.
All you got to do, just taste it, boy.
You know what? I hate to see a lady who just won't try another brand of flour other than the one she's using, you know. They don't know what they're missing, do they?
They sure don't. If they ain't used Mother's Best, they don't know what they're missing. But, friends, that clock just caught up with us again this morning. That means we got to get our cheese hoops, our gourds, and our bugles, and our banjos, and get out of here. The good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, though. We'll be back full long. Catherine. Catherine, put the biscuits in the oven. Break the eggs in the skillet. Bocephus, I'll be there directly. Louis?
Friends, your local Mother's Best feed dealer can give you the best of service on the finest feeds on the market. He knows what these feeds can do because Mother's Best feeds are all tested and proved. Mother's Best starting mash with C87 is a good example. This scientifically balanced chick starter has been thoroughly tested at the Mother's Best test farm. And the tests show that Mother's Best starting mash with C87 promotes up to 10% faster growth on 4% less feed. You just sit down and figure that out now. It's a complete feed fortified with natural vitamin B12 and antibiotic feed supplement. Mother's Best starting mash with C87 gives chicks everything they need for fast